Hello. So in the previous videos of PDQ Deploy, we saw how to install applications on the client's machines and how we uninstall applications. In this video, we're going to dig a bit deeper, where we'll be seeing the installation, check if the applications are installed on the clients, see if the applications are not installed, how to proceed in installing the applications. And in the next video, we're gonna see if the PC has restarted after installing the application. Okay, and if didn't restart, then we ask the end user to restart the PC. So in this video, we're gonna start with the packages, where we'll be seeing how to check if the software, the application is installed or not. So here I created a package to check the installation. So the first thing that I did, I created a step which is PowerShell. Okay, so you can add a step PowerShell and you can write immediately the PowerShell script here. Okay, so let me delete this because I already did it. So for example, here's I wrote the PowerShell script where the application name in this case is PDF SAM Basic. So the product, I need to get the products that are installed on the destination client and check if the product where the object name is PDF SAM Basic, which is app name. Okay, and if it's the case, then write output. So app name, which is PDF SAM Basic, for example, is installed on this computer or not, and the exit code is 1. This is very important. We'll be going over it in a few. So if the product, we check if the product is PDF SAM Basic, then it is installed under products. And we write the application is installed in this computer and the exit code is 1. Else, we write that the application, which is PDF SAM Basic, is not installed in this computer and the exit code is 2. What's important about these codes that we'll be using in a few also, uh, if the exit code is 1 and I write the success code as 1, then the application will return a flag that it is installed or deployed successfully. Okay, so if the application is not installed, then the exit code will be 2, which is not a success code, and then it will give us a failure. Okay, so that's it. It's straightforward. So I'm checking for PDF SAM Basic, where it is here. It's installed. I have it installed on my PC. Okay, so I'm gonna check it on my PC and I'll be checking on another PC on the Active Directory. Okay, so going back, so that's it. I'm gonna save it. Okay, so we're checking if the application is installed as said. So I'm gonna go back and deploy the application. Sorry, the script. I'm gonna choose targets from the Active Directory. So computers, I'm gonna search for my PC name, which is this one. Am I gonna search for another PC where PDF SAM Basic is not installed? So, okay. So the one that ends with 702 is my PC, and the PC that ends with 569 is the other PC. Okay, so I selected these two PCs and deploy now. It's gonna take some time. So we're checking for PDF SAM Basic. That's already installed on my PC as I installed it last time, but it's not installed on the other machine that I'm checking, which is another machine in our institution I'm checking. So successful. The status, it's successful on my PC that ends with 702, and the application is still running on the client machine. check if app install, it's step 1 out 1, it gives us failed. Okay, so in my case, check if app is installed, the output log PDF Sam Basic is installed on this computer. Okay, this is what we wrote in the script. Whereas on the other one, we can check directly the output log. PDF Sam Basic is not installed on this computer that ends with 569 because it's not installed on the other machine. Okay, so again, I can click here, check if app installed. It gives us an error, and the return code is 2 as said. So 2 means that it didn't install, so it's not installed, sorry. PDF Sim Basic is not installed on this computer. Okay, so that's it. Whereas in the successful, the return code is 1. So this is something we can control. Again, the exit code, if it's 1 and the success code is 1, then it is successful. I can set it as this is like 10 and the success code is 10, then it will return the same result. It will be successfully deployed. Okay, otherwise, whatever I write here, if it's 2 or 3 or whatever, if I didn't specify it in the success code, then it will give us as a fail. Okay, so here it is. As said, on my PC it's installed, on other PC it's not installed. We can check the deployment status. Right here we can go check the summary, for example, of the deployment. It gives us a success rate of 50%. For example, if we're deploying it on like 50 machines or 100 machines, then we can see the percentage, how many successful deployment we have. This is as a summary. Or we can check the deployment full details, where we can see every single machine, the successful and the failed on all the machines that we have. Okay, so this is some kind of reporting. So that's the first step if you are to check the application if it's installed or not. Okay, so it's a simple, straightforward script where we write the application and check for it. For example, let me see another application that is expected to be installed on all machines in our institution. For example, the ESET endpoint antivirus. It is case sensitive, by the way, so let me close this. So we need to be really careful. So it's ESET endpoint antivirus. Okay, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna check ESET endpoint and device yes. So I'll be checking if this product or this application is installed on my PC and the other PC. What I can do here, I can go back to PDQ. Same thing, I can right click, deploy once. I can choose the targets. I can go for Active Directory in the computers and search for my PC. Okay, and I can search for the other PCs and I can add them. But there's a faster way where we can go to deployment that we did and we can redeploy. When you click on redeploy, everything will be repeated on the machines that I already deployed before, where I'm checking the applications. But the package that I'm checking is check installation, where in this case it will be loading the package that I updated, where we specified ESET antivirus in this case and not PDF Sam Basic. So what we can do, as said, we can redeploy, okay, to check the new application if it's installed or not. So now I'm checking. The antivirus is installed on all PCs, so it should be returning successful on both machines. Okay, so it's running on both machines now and finishing successful on my machine, and on the other PC it's running. It should be successful, otherwise there's a problem. So finishing successful, that's it. So here it is. It's 100%. If we check the summary, it's 100% success rate. If you click on the steps, yes, check if app is installed. Return code is 1, as said it's not 2. And if we check the output log of this specific machine, which is my laptop in this case, it says ESET endpoint and device is installed on this computer, which is the case on the other PC as well, on the other machine. Yep, so here it is, on the other machine it is installed as well. So here we're checking if the application is installed or not. Okay, so the next step, we're gonna check if the application is installed. What can we do next? It is straightforward. Same thing. For example, here I don't have VLC. Yes, I don't have it. So I'll check if there is VLC media player. If not, then I need to install it. But there is a trick while using the exit codes. So in the first step, I'll be checking if VLC is installed. And in the next step, if it's not installed, then I need to install it. This step we already did in previous videos. So I'm gonna search for the VLC MSI installer or exe installer. But in MSI, we have the options to select whether to restore it, not to restore it, whether they have quiet installation or not. Here you can use the GUI as well for the quiet installation. If you don't have the MSI and we have the exe, then we might need to search for the application from the provider to see if there is any command line that I can use here instead of qn for quiet installation or qu I believe for uninstall. So that's it. I search for the MSI in step 2, which is install app, for example, which is here VLC media player. Okay, I'm gonna save it. So going back to step 1, so the whole point behind it is to check if VLC is installed or not. So the app name here is Power, and we're talking still PowerShell. So the app name is VLC media player. Okay, so I'm checking the products, I'm getting the products, list of products, and checking among this list if there is VLC media player or not. Obviously, there is none, it's, because it's not installed. So if the product name is there, then we output that the application, which is VLC, is installed on this computer, which should not be the case. Okay, so I set the exit code to be 1. So if the application is installed, then I need to do nothing. So I need to stop the process. I don't need to install it if it is already installed. So when I set the exit code to be 1, the success code, I didn't set it to 1, because if I set it to 1, then the PDQ will take this step as a success and it will go to the next step. I want to break the installation at the first step. So what I did, I set the exit code to 1 and the success code to 2, which is where I need it in the next step. So if it's 1, then the application is installed, then I set it as I set the flag to stop the process, and here I stop deployment with success, not with failure, not with error, because I want the process stop and not install VLC if the application is installed already. Otherwise, I output that the application is not installed on this computer and exit 2, where the success code is 2, as said, because I want PDQ to mark this step as successful and go to step 2. That's why I said exit 2 and the success code is 2. Okay, so when this will run, it's expected to give us that the application is not installed and the exit return code is 2, and it should proceed to install the application. So let's try it. So deploy once. I'm gonna choose my PC. Okay, so 702. Okay, and deploy. Now, let's hope it will work. So it will check in the first step if the app is already installed or not. If it is installed, then the return code as said will be 1, and it will stop running. It won't proceed to step 2, which is installing the application. Now step 2, obviously when it goes to step 2, then step 1 is passed. It's passed, it means that the return code is 2, so VLC is not installed. So here it is, step 2 out of 2 successful. If you go to the control panel on my PC and I refresh, that's it. Oh, perfect. So VLC is installed now. Well, it ran perfectly. So that's it. If I click to check the details, so here it is. Step 1, check the output log. As said, the return code, it's 2. VLC is not installed in this computer. And in install application, the output log, well, it's specific to VLC, and the success code is 0, because if we go to the application, if we go to step 2, it is predefined in the application. The success code is 01641. It's something that they did in VLC. So mainly that's it for this video. Where as said, in a nutshell, we went over checking the applications if they're installed or not. This is in the first step. So we check yes or no, and we can control the exit codes as said. The success code to be, if it is installed, let me know if it's installed and it's successful. If it's not, tell me it's not installed, and the error code will be different than the success one. I can run it on, I can check more than application, see the success rate. Here it is 50%, here it is 100% to check the applications. Then we went over it and further and check if the application is installed or not. If it's not installed, then let's proceed to step 2 as said. So if it's not installed, let's proceed to step 2. If it's installed, let's break the process and not install it. And in step 2, we install the application on this machine specifically, and here it is installed. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in other videos.